Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. And today on Tool Talk episode 7 we're going to be going into two of my favorite socket organizers, one of which that I just got and then one that I've been using for about 6 years and I really enjoy it. One of them being the Wesling socket organizer, which I love, which I got from a purchase from Capri Tools, buying their Master 3/8 impact socket set. So this is a new set that I have had. I've only had a couple chances to use it. I have a couple other sets of the Capri impact sockets that I really enjoyed, so I made this purchase for the Master set that comes on the Westling aluminum socket organizer. So we'll be taking a look at it, and that was one of my options that I originally wanted to go with when I started buying tools, but decided to go a different route because to me at that time they seemed a little expensive. But if looking back on it, I think I would have made that purchase. And then the other one that I've been using for many years being one from Ernst, and that being the Socket Boss. That is also available from Tecton Tools, which they have a couple different color options, but the ones that I have are the Ernst Socket Boss. Both of these socket organizers are made in the USA. One is going to be aluminum, one is plastic, but both have different features and a completely different setup. So we're going to be taking a close look at both. One, I'll share with you kind of my thoughts on each, the pros and cons and everything, and I really hope you guys enjoy. So if you guys are interested, obviously you can buy them just by themselves. Ernst, you can search them, find them on Amazon, whatever you want. I'll have both of them linked down in the description underneath the Tools and Tools Continued link. But I got the Westling organizer with the Capri Tools socket set from the Capri Tools website, and then the Ernst ones I got from Amazon or Summit Racing a long time ago, but they're also available through Tecton and many other sites as well. So if you guys are interested in either one of those, they're available for you. So let me know your guys' thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts or what socket organizer you went with and which ones you enjoy. And then as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Let's get into this. These are the two rails that I have really enjoyed. So back here we have the Wesling Billet aluminum socket rail, and this is what I was originally going to purchase when I was starting out getting into getting tools and all of that. But back then when I saw the prices, I was like, holy cow, that's a lot for an organizer. Well, now that I look at it, they are actually priced really well for what they are. That's for sure. And they do some customization of them and everything like that. So it's actually really cool, and they're made in the USA. And then this is the Ernst Socket Boss, and this is also made in the USA, and this is what I did actually go with, and I really enjoy it. As far as pricing, you're looking at roughly $15 to $25 for this, depending on whether you go with the 2-rail or the 3-rail system. And then they have it available in blue, red, gray, black. As far as the rails, I went with blue for metric, red for SAE, and then the Westling organizer also has different colors available. They do red for SAE and blue for metric as well, but they also have other color options such as orange, red, blue, black, and green. And they're going to range anywhere from like $15 to $40, just depending on whether you get a 2-rail or a 2-row or 3-row, and depending on the drive size, because these are all one standard size. So like this is specifically for 3/8 sockets. You can't put 1/4-inch sockets or 1/2-inch sockets on it. The stub, or whatever you want to call this, is specifically made for one drive size. So you can get a 1/4-inch rail, and they're spaced appropriately for the socket size. So you can get these with or without laser engraving as far as the socket sizes, and as long as your sockets go in that spot, there should be no fitment issues with impact sockets making contact or anything like that. Now, if you were to start this socket set with these sockets all the way over here, you would end up eventually not being able to get all the sockets would start to run into each other because the spacing isn't correct. But if you had a 7 and a 6 and 3/8 drive, they would fit. But basically, if I grab a socket from over here, it would obviously not fit here because this is meant for the smaller end, and as you go that way, the further spaced out the stubs are. I really don't like saying stub. I don't know, for some reason I can't think of the name that I want to call that. If you guys can think of a better name for those machined cylinder stubs, drop it down in the comments. So I've really enjoyed this. Now keep in mind that I just got this socket set not too long ago. I've used a few of them, being the 18 millimeter, 19 millimeter, the 15, the 14, the 13, and I really like the mid-length, so we're not here to talk about the sockets. I haven't got a whole lot of use out of them, but I've used them a handful on the front steering components and suspension on the Camaro when I was rebuilding it, and really enjoy them. But I was so happy when I found out Capri Tools sells their master impact socket set with the Westling rail. You don't have to get it, but it's an option. And then as you can see here at WestlingMachine.com, and then for Capri Tools, it's a blue anodized aluminum with the stubs. It's got a pretty good thickness for the base. There's no flexing to it whatsoever. I mean, it's a strong organizer. So then getting into the Ernst Rail, this one's going to be a little bit more versatile. If you just work out of a stationary box and you work right next to your box or close to it, then the Wesling organizer is going to be fantastic. It's priced really well for what you get. I believe you can buy these individually, or you can get like their full 8-piece set for $173, and they have other sets available as well, and that's going to come with 4 of the red organizers for your SAE and 4 of the blue for your metric, in different drive sizes, so you can basically, use them for everything. You get 2 for the half-inch drives, and for both metric and SAE, and then 1 each for the 3/8 and 1/4 inch for both metric and SAE. So it's a pretty dang good deal. So like, I want to say I paid around $24 or so for these each, and I bought a lot of them. I think I bought 8 of them for both my home box and my work box. And so I mean, that's not cheap, right there you're looking at $200 that I spent in these Ernst Socket Boss organizers. But I've had them for over 6-7 years, and they've been fantastic, and I know I would have been just as happy with the Westlings. But the reason I went with this was because at the time I was purchasing them a couple at a time, and then I like the versatility of this. I wasn't sure if I was always going to be working next to my box, so this was really nice because they were the perfect size. I like the tray, I like the rails, and I like how versatile it is. So like with the Wesling rail, like, yeah, you could grab that whole tray and take it with you if you wanted, but once this thing goes in my box, the only reason it's out of my box for the first time is because we're doing this video. Otherwise, that set does not come out of the toolbox. These, on the other hand, I can leave the tray in the toolbox, and let's say I just needed 1/4 inch sockets and a ratchet, I can grab and go. So I like that the rails lock in and out of the tray. I like that you can get these adapter pieces for it. You can get different ones. They're also available from Tecton or Ernst. You can get different styles for different things. They hold organizers, ratchets, anything like that. I got a little bit ratchet on here and some 1/4 inch sockets. And then the only thing that's kind of cheaper on this end is the fact that the size labels are just stickers that you put on, and when I first got them, these stickers would like pop up. Not that I really even use the stickers anymore. I don't really look at the socket or look at the sticker. I just look at the socket and grab it. It is kind of a pain to put all of these on and then trying to keep them on. For the first year, I was constantly pushing these back down, trying to keep them from popping off. But overall, that's the worst thing about it, is just the size labels that are little stickers. But so I like that the rail releases. I like that you have this customization here. I love that you can adjust where the pegs actually sit. I love that you can do 1/4 inch, 3/8, and half-inch drive wherever you want on any of the rails. And then I also like that they are the twist locks. So whether this is in a mobile vehicle or in a cart or whatnot, whether it's in the cart or in your hand, you don't have to worry about anything going anywhere. It's all locked in and it's not going anywhere. So it's nice, safe, versatile, useful for those that aren't necessarily guaranteed to be working right in front of their toolbox. And then it does have a fairly low profile as well. The rails sit down in the tray. Capris sit just a hair higher, maybe 1/8 of an inch higher. So both of them have nice low profiles to them. Now, I did run into the issue in my Husky box in the drawer that I keep my sockets in with the 1/2-inch drive deep well sockets. This socket organizer was too tall for that drawer. The top of the 1/2-inch sockets would hit the top of the drawer, so it wouldn't shut. So I ended up actually having to do my 1/2-inch chrome sockets on the Harbor Freight little black plastic organizer, and that dropped them down just enough to get them in that drawer. But other than that, in my Matco box, I use these for everything. In my Husky box, I use these for 1/4-inch, 3/8, and 1/2-inch shallow and stuff. And then like this will come with 1/4-inch adapters, like you see here. You see there, the 1/4-inch. You're going to get a certain amount of those, and then on the second rail you'll get your 3/8. On your third rail you'll get 1/2-inch drive. So each one of these trays will come with a certain amount of each drive size. I just took all of my 1/2-inch drive off, all of my 3/8 off, and I did specific ones. So all of my 1/4-inch is on one rail. My next system is all 3/8. My next tray is all 1/2-inch. And not only can you purchase these little organizers here, but I purchased additional 1/4-inch socket adapters, and then I purchased more 3/8, and so I could set it up the most efficient way possible. So that's why I really enjoy the Ernst socket boss. It's affordable, it's versatile, it's lightweight, not really anything I can complain too much about, except for, you know, not being able to fit my 1/2-inch chrome sockets in the drawer, but that's really more on the drawer size that I have my sockets in than it is the organizer's fault. And the only other thing being the stickers are kind of so-so. With the Wesling organizer, the pros, built like a tank. It's beautiful, nice blue anodized coating, built very well, definitely very, very durable. Cons being that it's not as versatile. You're not going to be able to take it as easily as this, and then they're not locked in. They're, you know, if they're in a truck or anything like that, you may have sockets bounce off of the pegs. But other than that, I think it's a very high quality organizer. This is the only Westling organizer that I have. If for some reason I need more sockets for some odd reason, I will look at the Westling organizer for sure, just because it's something that I really enjoy. But please let me know your guys' thoughts. Which one do you like better, and what do you have, and what fits your needs best? What have you had experience with? I have a few other organizers. If you guys would like to see a video on those, please let me know down in the comments. But other than that, these are my two go-tos, and two of them that I really think a lot of people would enjoy. Once again, both of these products will be linked down in the description for you guys, as well as many other tools that I suggest. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts, or if I forgot to mention anything that you guys would like to know about either one of these. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time.